Let it drop right here. Welcome. It's Friday. It's Travis Talk Sports. How you doing, Coach?
I'm great, baby. I'm great. We're dedicating the show to that cute little lady out there. Do you know what she does for a living?
No, I didn't.
She feng shuis. She's going to be on my show Tuesday. Do you know what feng shui
No,
is?
I don't.
So when she comes into your home or office, she sets up your office so everything is working perfectly. That's
All right, this is a Travis Talk Sports show. Thank you, Coach. Let's talk sports. Welcome. It's Friday, everybody. Lots going on here. We got a great guest in the studio today. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, but we are going to talk some local sports, high school basketball playoffs are starting, college sports, Masters College basketball, 24 in a row. We're going to get to that. Olympics.
Don't pass up Masters that quick.
Well, we're
like
gonna get to it. I'm setting the table, Coach.
Care less
this
about
is called setting the table, so people go, dang, I got to call in and talk.
University, and we have a graduate, maybe their most famous graduate.
We're gonna get here. Hold on. We're gonna get there. Just chill. And we're gonna talk about Major League Baseball coming up. So we got a number of topics.
That's my sport
to talk about. But also one thing that we have to do before we get started here is just thank all of our sponsors. We got Apollo's we want to thank. We got New American Funding. We got Title Boxing. We got Bernard at Earthwise Nutritional Systems.
That Title Boxing, a lot of people that listen to our show signed up to go to Title Boxing.
There's one sitting right here in this studio that heard about it on the show, and
I'm going to get him on my show, and I'm an ex-boxer, so we're going to be talking about title boxing next week. I'm going to get Pat on.
Yeah, we'll have to have Pat on.
And he looks better, too. Isn't that amazing?
He looks better, and it looks like he's lost a little weight. He needed to do that. So, everybody, if you have any takes, you want to talk sports, you got questions, give us a call, 661-298-5487. You can listen to us on 1220 a.m., which you might be doing, but now also on 98.1 FM and the Hometown Station app. If you got a tweet, you want to send me a tweet, it's Travis G at Twitter. Twitter at Travis G Sports. I can't remember how Twitter works. I hardly even use it. At Travis G Sports. But we have a special guest here today. We got any headset? We got a headset?
Yeah, we'll get him a headset.
All right.
You got to recognize our wonderful producer as his own radio show at 3 o'clock today, Aaron.
Yes.
Do you ever talk about sports?
No, very infrequently.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad. Yeah. And you know about sports, too.
I know a little bit. Yeah. I know a little bit enough to get by on this show.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it does a good job.
Is Mike going to get headphones, or
we'll get Mike headphones?
Beg for him, Real quick before Mike comes on, maybe one of the Masters College, probably one of his most famous graduates, little chubby now. I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, and he's a golfer.
And why are you talking?
Well, I'm
why are you talking about
father.
chubby?
I'm old enough to be his father. Okay, so and he's a golfer. So you and I and Pat and Chubby Boy will have to play golf here.
I think he will destroy all of us. Actually, I know he will destroy all of us on the golf course.
That's mean to say.
But if you haven't heard, a good friend of mine, a special guest in the house today, Mr. Mike Pemberthy is here. How you doing, Mike?
Good, great. Good to be here.
Good to see you.
With the Titleist hat, I love that.
I know.
Can we talk golf for just a second?
Yeah, okay.
L.A. Open, did you see who's a bunch of nobodies are leading the L.A. Open?
Yeah.
And I played in the L.A. Open 1983.
Really?
That's a tough track. You ever played Riviera?
Yeah, I've played Riviera.
Yeah, that's a tough little track.
Difficult track, but I'm sure those guys are pretty good. So, not too hard for them.
Tiger, who was complaining about the Poe greens, is back, so that's pretty cool. Small greens, as you know. Mm-hmm. Travis, have you played L.A.?
I've never played there. I watched yesterday. Very small greens, and if you're short, they have some slopes on those greens. You're short, you're going to roll back down the slope. I saw that happen a couple times.
And like Elkin's beautiful Kikuyu fairways, which the ball sits up. It's great. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. If you ever get a chance to play Riv, do it, man.
I'd like to.
So I'm more interested, Mike, in your backstory. How you go from – I was a coach at Cal Lutheran. You know who Cal Lutheran is.
I do, yes.
So I was a baseball coach. So question, how do you go from NAIA Most people don't even know. Small college, great Christian college,
The
and
Masters College.
The
The
Ma-
Masters
the-
University now.
let's put the right name on it, son. The Masters.
Yeah. Well, it was the Masters College back then.
And you play on the Lakers. Come on, man. That is every kid's dream. That is an amazing story. So tell us how you went to Hoover High School in Burbank.
In Fresno. So I'm a Fresno kid, yeah.
Oh, you are?
I just came down here for college.
No
and
kidding.
been here ever since.
No
So.
kidding.
But yeah, it's a long story. It would take the whole hour. We don't have time
Well, can
for
you
that,
condense it
But
in
yeah.
30 seconds?
Yeah, I can do that. I came out of school as the leading scorer in the country, all levels. Second was Allen Iverson. So that would be the easy way to put it. The NBA team saw that and said, okay, back then, remember, we don't have internet. So it was the statistics would go up on the board and they would say, okay, who's this guy? And so by my senior year, there was 27 scouts in the gym watching. So it just had to put the stats up to get them to notice. And then you got to go make the team, obviously. They don't just put you on there. So I had to try out a bunch and got cut a bunch and finally got an opportunity where they actually needed a player like me, and Phil Jackson.
Well, you were a
took
good
chance.
shooter. You were a good shooter. And
Yeah.
you had to have the quicks, right? I mean, you had to have the quicks.
Yeah, you can't be a non-athlete and play in the NBA unless you're 7 foot. So
Yeah.
I'm not 7 foot, so I had to be quick. You have to be a good athlete. Everybody there can dunk. Everybody can dunk. So they're all athletes.
So like our listeners, Travis Talk Sports here on 98.1 every Friday at 1 o'clock. And Travis, you get the best guests, man. Every week's incredible. We had the two kids, the two leading scorers from the Masters basketball team on. They were great. 24
week,
wins
yeah.
in a row.
Nice.
So give us one day in the life of an NBA player. What time do you wake up? Are you living in a hotel? Or are you living in your home? Give us one day in the life of an NBA Laker.
You want me to go back then or now?
Back then.
It's different.
yeah.
Back then, 2001, we would get to practice about 9:30
Where?
at the practice facility in El Segundo. We would order a breakfast burrito from the breakfast burrito guy. We get dressed. You start your weights about 10. We would have film session every day at 10:30 for an hour with Phil Jackson. Then 11:30 we'd start practice, done usually by 12:15. We didn't go very long. And then you had your option to stay and work out. Most guys did. So we stayed and got more reps. And then you'd get therapy, get an ice bath or a massage, some type of work done on your knees or shoulders or whatever's hurting at the time. And then go home, sleep as much as you can. If you play a game, you're going back to the arena at 4. I would go back at 3, so I'd go back and shoot for an hour ahead of time. And the games would be at 7, so you're there 4 hours early at the minimum.
Wow, so it's a long day.
Oh yeah, it's a 15-hour day.
You get there at 9:30. What time is Kobe there at?
He'd probably get there at 10:45, just before the video session.
Is that right? You wouldn't be
Yeah.
there at like 5 in the morning?
Nah.
No?
No. No. Nobody's getting there at 5 in the
Wow.
morning. Yeah.
All the stories I've heard.
There's the,
Yeah.
there's the truth,
There's
and then there's.
Yeah, there's a lot of fairy tales about
Well, I want to ask you,
that stuff.
after Masters and you had the scouts and everybody in front of you, did you go right from then, your senior year at Masters, to the Lakers? Did you go play somewhere else first?
Right. Yeah. No, I actually went and played somewhere else first. I played with the Pacers in the summer league, and then I tore my hamstring with the Pacers. So Phil Jackson knew about me then as well. He had actually invited me and offered me a contract, but I tore my hamstring playing with Larry Bird. And so I sat for 6 months, worked in a warehouse, basically quit basketball, got drafted in the CBA, which is now the G League. So now I played in the CBA for like a month and a half. I got cut. Then I went to Europe and played. So I played in Germany at first. Then I came back here, played in the summer league. The NBA lockout hit. That was a shortened season when the Spurs won. I played in Australia, Venezuela, Netherlands. Then I went back to Germany. I went back to the CBA again. Played in the summer league again. Then went back to Germany again. And then came back and played in the summer league. And then I made the Lakers. So yeah, it was a little bit of a journey.
I remember going down there to Long Beach What was that called?
The Summer Pro League, yeah.
Yeah.
L.A. Summer Pro League,
yeah, but that stadium, what do they call that?
The
place?
Pyramid.
The Pyramid, yeah. I remember going down there and watching you in that summer league a few times. That was fun. So it was a long road till you finally got the call.
Yeah.
And got signed by the Lakers, and that was in 1999,
And that was in 2001.
2001.
So 2001. So the August of 2000 was when they signed me.
Nice. So, and I heard a story. You can verify if this is true. When the Lakers won the championship, and you were trying to go to the parade, or was it just a game? I don't know if it was just a game, and the streets were blocked, and the officer stopped your car or was directing traffic, and you're like, I'm on the team, and he's like, yeah, right, didn't believe you.
Yeah, that was actually it was a regular season game, but the L.A. Marathon was going on.
Ah.
So they were running through the cities, and they had blocked off the streets. Well, Ron Harper was in front of me, and so I thought I could just trail him in because he couldn't find a way around either. Well, they opened up the roadblock for him, and then I pulled up, and they were like, yeah, well, I said, I'm on the Lakers too. I got practice, and they said, yeah, so are we. Get out of here. So I hopped back on the freeway. I called Phil and I said, look, they won't let me across the street. And he started laughing so hard. He thought it was the funniest thing. He's like, it's cool. We'll see you at the game. So because we had a game that night. So I just missed the shoot around. Didn't affect whether or not I played or not. He played me anyway, but it was pretty funny. He laughed hard. He thought that was funny.
As an outsider, it seems to me that Jackson and Belichick, I'm a big football guy, are the same guy. And it seems that it's a tremendous honor that Jackson would have you on the team, that there's something about your DNA, the fact that you never gave up on yourself. Where did you learn that? Where did you learn not to give up?
Well, I mean, there's a rooted foundation in my upbringing as a Christian. So that's in just believing that God has made you to be something specific, and I'd always believed it was an athlete. So, and there were, signs along the way that I was heading the right direction. I mean, I had success my whole life, so it wasn't like I was, just an awful, horrible player, and then I just decided to just flip a coin and I hope it works. I mean, there had been, progression of growth and improvement over the years, and a lot of times when I would struggle or get cut or get released, there would be a phone call from somebody saying, hey, we got another workout for you. Why don't you come? I heard you did great at that one, but they just didn't need you. Or heard you got injured or heard you didn't get an opportunity. So for whatever reason, I was always led to believe that I was heading down the wrong path. And then there was always just a firm belief within me that this is what I was supposed to be doing, in spite of the fact that people were telling me to hang them up. In fact, some friends of mine were telling me when's the time. So I had to just maintain that faith within me. And there was also a time when I knew I was done playing. At 33, I knew, okay, this just doesn't feel right. And so I wasn't going to push through that because I could feel it in me that it was time to be done. So both sides, pushing through and persevering, and also knowing when it was time to quit, was pretty clear.
That's awesome. Tell us about a little bit more about your time playing with the Lakers. Just some memorable moments, maybe some stories. I know I've heard some but maybe on the court and off the court that really stick out to you.
There's playing with two of the greatest ever, Shaq and Kobe. You felt like you were in heaven every night. Making SportsCenter top 10s just by throwing lobs to Kobe. That was always a highlight where people would say, that was a great dunk by Kobe, and then I'd get the text or calls from people like, hey, that was a good pass too, like nobody mentioned the pass, But, playing with those guys was fun. Shaq was a hilarious guy, a piece of work constantly, always playing games, always goofing around. We swapped clothes one time for practice, so I wore his clothes, he wore mine. So he had these like tight shorts on, and the belly was hanging out of his shirt, and I looked like I was just draped in clothes. So, it was nonstop with him. We played football in practice with a basketball. He would say, okay, let's break them up. Let's play football. Or he'd play dodgeball. He'd be chucking dodgeballs at us. But he was a great guy as well. He was a good person. I didn't have a car, so I was walking to practice at the time. My wife was living over here in Newhall.
Mike, you're making millions of dollars. What do you mean you don't have a car?
Yeah. I never made millions of dollars in the NBA.
Damn.
It was league minimum. And so I didn't have a car at the time. I actually let her have it. So I was walking to practice, and he pulled up next to me and stopped, and he said, "What are you doing?" Of course, I was scared to death because it's L.A. and it's the morning, and I was like, oh, I'm about to get robbed or something. So I was a little nervous. But anyway, he said, "No, it's what are you doing?" I said, "I'm walking to practice." He's like, "My teammates don't walk," and he reached in and grabbed a wad of money, and he hit me with this softball size of money and said, "Go buy a car." And I ended up turning him down and saying, "That's cool. I'll walk them right here at the hotel. But when I need something, I'll let you know." And I ended up needing clothes, suits to wear to the games because all these guys were veterans and they were all making millions, as you say. And so they were all wearing suits. I needed suits, and so Shaq took me to buy some suits. So he bought me 6 suits, and it was cool. It was nice of him to do that. I needed it too.
Wow, we need to get Shaq on the air.
Yeah.
Come on, Travis.
Come on, I'm pulling Pimberthy here. What else do you want?
Yeah, Mike Pimber, the Athletic. And so what's your favorite sport? Do you watch the Lakers now?
No, well, we just
Because they're not watchable, right?
We just beat him there.
We're going to get into what he does. Do you know what he does right now?
Yeah, he's a shooting coach. and
Okay,
we're
we'll
gonna
talk
about his camp,
later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that soon.
I'm going to his camp. There could be a comeback. I played college basketball.
He doesn't
too.
teach wheelchair basketball. Okay,
That's
Coach?
mean, Aaron.
All right.
Well, shut off Travis's mic.
We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more with Mike, and we'll get into the NBA now, the NBA All-Star Weekend, and the fact that I know that for sure that LeBron and Paul George are coming to LA. We'll be back.
Wait, hold up. I think they hate when people tell me take my time, right?
What can a Century 21 Troop Real Estate agent do for you? They show your home, solve your problems, and pet your dog. They provide the service of a butler and a savvy business tycoon. They explain the market, love a good barbecue, and would never drink milk from the carton, so invite one over. They do your homework, legwork, and sometimes yard work, so basically they provide the TLC to YOU. This is who they are, this is what they do. Call Century 21 Troop Real Estate at 661-705-0700. That's 661-705-0700. Century 21 Troop Real Estate, smarter, bolder, faster. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Don and Gino here. So we know you want to have fun learning about real estate and finance. You're going to want to tune in this Saturday, 9 a.m. to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station. Hot topics, as always, guiding you to personal and financial wellness. And that's right, you don't want to miss it. So again, this Saturday, 9 a.m., and then we replay it online Sunday, 9 a.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Join us.
Morning, Liz.
And a good sunrise emoji, mountaintop summit emoji morning to you, Jim.
Did you just talk to me in emojis?
I did, because this egg white grill from Chick-fil-A is fist bump emoji good.
I don't know if you can talk in emojis.
Grilled chicken, egg whites, and cheese. It tastes like hearts just popped out of my eyes.
I assume that's also an emoji?
Yes! You get it.
Yeah, I understand nothing.
High five emoji, Jim.
The egg white grill from Chick-fil-A. Served until 10:30 a.m. Bring on the day.
Hi, my name is Garo, and I've opened up 3 Apollo's barbershops in Valencia, with the 4th one opening up on Main Street in downtown Newhall. I remember my grandfather bringing me to the barbershop when I was a boy, when trucks were made tough and integrity meant something. Apollo's Barbershop is not a fad, but is built on old school tradition. A place where a man can get a straight razor shave, a tight, clean haircut, beard and mustache grooming. Visit us at apollosbarbershop.com for all the information and contacts.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Crita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendscb.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendscb.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Title Boxing Club is here in Santa Clarita. We're fast-paced, action-packed, and addictive. We've got music pumping and energy flowing. Come out to the Title Boxing Club and embrace your inner power and sweat it out at Santa Clarita's best workout spot for you and your entire family. Join us for your first shot-free class at the Title Boxing Club on Bouquet Canyon and Newhall Ranch Road.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Santa Clarita's hometown station.
Now FM 98.1 FM and AM 1220. Your hometown station.
Yeah. 1,000. Biz busy on the bus.
1,000. Welcome back to Travis Talk Sports. It's Friday. We got a special guest in the house today, Mike Pemberthy, the famous Santa Clarita Valley stud. All around stud. Friend of mine, and we're thankful to have him here. He's a busy guy. Took some time out of his busy schedule for the All-Star break to come in, so we're very thankful. Thank you, Mike, for doing that. And if you guys have any questions, call in, please, 661-298-5487. Give Mike a question about basketball, sports, golf, anything. He's an expert. But don't ask Coach a question, whatever you do. Right, Coach?
You're being mean.
Hey, I did want to say, before we went to the break, that I know for a fact that LeBron and Paul George are coming to L.A. It's a done deal, guys. Has everybody heard the breaking news?
Some might say that they're here already.
Yes, because it's All-Star Weekend. They are in L.A. So, did you get that, Coach?
Well, he's got 2 houses.
I know.
He's a house
I can
out
sell
here.
him another house. It doesn't matter, Coach.
Yeah.
You know, we
All
can sell
right,
him a
get him
couple
a
more.
house out here in Santa Clarita.
Why not?
Santa Clarita.
Also in the house today, we have, for this segment, Garo, one of our sponsors, Apollo's Barbershop. Welcome in, Garo.
Thank you, Travis. Appreciate it, buddy. Hey.
I got a fresh cut yesterday there.
Looking good.
Don't I look good?
Looking good. Looking
All right.
fantastic. Listen, I want to thank, last week we announced basically that for firefighters, law enforcement, and also for veterans, and I want to thank them all that came in and participated and got a 20% discount. So if you come in all this month, just the code is Apollos 2020. Just tell the receptionist you get a 20% discount.
Awesome.
So we're slammed for Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
and
I
if
bet
you don't
so.
call for an appointment, you ain't getting in.
That's right. And you got 3 locations. I went to the Apollo's VIP right there in Town Center. Great spot. Great service. Had a great time. So what are your other locations?
The one, there's another one on Town Center right on the corner. That's the Apollo's Hyatt, right on the corner, right across the street from the Hyatt. And then we have the one that we originally opened 7 years ago on Tournament Road.
Excellent. So what kind of special you got going on for this next month here?
Ex-basketball players get some kind of a discount.
Ex-basketball players. I think next month we're going to basically reach out to elementary, junior high, and high school and colleges and give all those students, basically when they come in, another 20% discount, show their ID.
So that's Apollo's 2020 again, right?
That's correct.
All right.
Apollo's 2020.
There's a lot of moms out there driving with their kids right now, picking them up, taking them to school. Actually, there's no school today. So if you're hearing this advertisement for Apollo's 2020, you get a discount for any student.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And it's going to be another great week coming up. And don't forget, if you go over to the VIP lounge and just order a nice cold beer. Pat comes in and wants a cold beer once in a while. You know, like
negative. I don't think so.
It's really funny where is the majority of the business conducted? Where would you say?
Golf course.
Golf course, gym, barbershops. Years and years ago, everybody used to hang out at the barbershop, find out what horse was running, what was going on. So most of the business is conducted in 3 or 4 different places. And the prime area for business, believe it or not, is barbershops. What do they talk about? Sports.
Your barbershops are fun. I mean, Nick does my beautiful hair.
There you go.
Your stuff is fun.
And they talk about real estate.
You got a voice to be like a handicapper, doesn't he, Mike? I mean, yeah.
I love his voice.
You can also come in and basically get a free advice on real estate. I've been doing real estate for 41 years. The other thing is that I'm a master barber and been cutting hair for 41 years.
You're still cutting hair?
I've got about
with your
6 or 7
shaky
clients.
hands?
come on, give me a break, will you? Yeah, button up your shirt. Your heart's falling out over there, will you? Shake your hands. I've had the same clients in the last 40 years coming in from all different areas.
I want Garo to narrate my life.
There you go.
Then the other great voice.
Great voice.
Hey, you need a haircut at Apollo's.
He comes into Apollo's.
Aaron does?
He does.
Yeah, I go into the OG
Julio,
Tournament Road.
Julio cuts your hair, right?
Julio,
There
that's
you
my
go.
man, the Cowboys fan.
We've got, 26 barbers? These aren't barbers. These guys are stylists. Look at your hair. Your hair is perfectly lined up.
It is.
Patrick goes over to those discount places and gets, in and out in 10 minutes. He looks like he's in and out in 10 minutes, right? So, they come into Apollo's.
That's right. Everybody go to Apollo's. I went to Carlos yesterday. Good guy, good
Hooked
clean
you up.
cut. He hooked me up. He's
Right.
good.
How often are you getting your hair cut, Travis?
About every 3 weeks.
Is that recommended? Is that the appropriate time in between haircuts?
The type of haircut he has a tight fade. So if you let it grow for a month, then you got to come in at least, maybe once every 3 weeks, tighten it up.
You really asked that question, Aaron. What kind of hair do you have? What does that look?
This
Hey,
is
that's
letting
a
my
long-
freak flag fly.
That's
This is what that's
1960s. 1960s.
I got David Crosby hair, man.
It's cool. Listen, he comes in, he's got long hair, gets a nice little trim. Perfect.
Exactly.
Have you found a good barbershop in New Orleans, Mike?
No, I just cut my own. I only go to Apollo's. I stay true to them. My kids go every 2 weeks.
There you go.
Red beans and rice, huh, baby?
All the time.
Oh, man. You ever been to New Orleans?
I have not, but I am going there next
jambalaya,
month.
shrimp.
Me and my buddy Pat here are going next month.
Garo, why don't we open up with Mike a jambalaya? There's no place. There's no.
You want to open up a jambalaya in Santa Clarita?
Yeah, that would work.
Well, you can open up here on Main Street. There's plenty of locations.
Yeah.
It's all going to be wine bars and restaurants
Yeah,
in the
no
next
kidding.
couple of years.
Yeah. The new parking lot? Have you seen where they put the front of the new parking lot?
Yeah. Well, there's construction going on now, so I think after the parking lot's done, I think the Lemley Theater is going up next, if I'm not mistaken. And then they're going to start building the L-shaped strip center, and then above that, they're putting in, I think, 46-unit apartments or something like that. So downtown New Orleans is really finally coming back to where it should be. It's
And you're
going to
have
be
a shop
busy
here soon.
Yeah,
at
we're
some
opening
point.
up a shop there probably in January or February of 2019, as soon as construction is done.
All right.
Be
So if
another
anybody out
high-end
there wants a good haircut, you got to go to Apollo's. 3 locations. One right across from the Hyatt. Then there's Apollo's VIP, just a few doors down. And then there's one off of
Tournament Road.
Tournament Road.
Right.
All right, cool. And also, again, anybody listening out there, students, you go in to any 3 of those facilities and say Apollo's 2020, you're going to get a 20% discount. Is that
Don't
awesome?
forget. Also, don't forget to come in and forget a hot shave. Treat yourself, Coach. You need a shave.
No
Come on.
kidding.
I mean,
I'm trying to grow a beard.
Are you
Garo, I've
kidding
never
me?
had a beard in my life, and it's not working out.
Okay, so come on and book an appointment. Get a hot shave.
Okay.
Get a straight razor shave.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Hot shave.
Yep.
All right, I want to go back to Mike here for a minute. So, let's start off with after the Lakers championship, just kind of from there, and then I want to get into what you're doing currently here a little bit later, what you're doing right now. But so you win the World Championship, NBA championship with Shaq, Kobe, Phil. That was a great team. Brian Shaw, Madsen, the crazy dancer.
Yeah,
Lots
that
of
was the
good
year.
memories.
That was the year he was dancing with Timberlands on in the middle of summer.
That's right.
He was-
Remember that little "Can You Dig It" by Shaq?
Yeah, I was on stage watching it up close. He was ripping holes in the carpet with his Timberlands. But, yeah, it was a good win. We swept everybody but the Sixers, and then we won 3 in Philadelphia.
Is it 15-1?
15-1.
15-1, and then lost the first game of that finals, right?
Yeah,
that
we
was
did.
it.
We had a 10-day break, so we were bored. I mean, we were trying to figure out what to do during the break because they were playing a 7-game series with Toronto, I think. And so we had swept everybody else. So we had backed up because we had so much time on our hands. They were still in the middle of their series, so we were just waiting to figure out what to do. So we came out pretty rusty, but ended up winning the championship. And then, for a guy like me, 2 weeks later, you're fighting for your job again. So you can wear a championship ring but not have a job. So I had to go.
Hey, you can come into Apollo's. We'll give you a job. Man.
I could
Not
learn
a problem.
I could learn how to cut hair.
There you go.
But yeah, so we knocked it. I had to try to knock it down again and try to get on a team again. So I played in the summer league, I played well. The Lakers re-signed me to a 2-year deal, and then they also traded for Lindsey Hunter. And so he and I became battling in camp. I felt like at the time I had a shot. Phil Jackson's mom died at the time, and Phil left. And he was a big advocate of mine. But when he left, I didn't get a lot of playing time because the management ran the team. And so a lot of the people they had signed, obviously, because they signed him, they wanted to give him the chance. So I didn't get much of an opportunity. Ended up getting released after a couple games. Didn't know what to do. Had opportunities to play in the NBA. I didn't want to sit because I had played, 18 minutes a game for the Lakers who had won a championship. So I was young and dumb. I wanted to play, and I didn't just jump in and take the opportunity that I should have. And didn't really have a lot of counsel on that. I kind of went on my own, and ended up going to Europe and taking a job in Italy. And I needed the money anyway. My father had been diagnosed with cancer at the time, so I wanted to make sure I was pocketing money and not sitting around doing nothing. And so I took the job just for the money. Ended up winning a championship, and then signed a 3-year deal to stay on over there. And ended up playing 7 years.
Wow, 7 years. Cool. Tell us a little bit about that time because, I mean, you got tons and tons of followers from Italy that just, loved your game and loved your time there. And so tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, different role. I was the Kobe over there, so I was the one scoring all the points. And I was kind of back to my role in college where I'd scored 28 a game, so now it was back to doing that in Italy. So I was back to being normal again, not just playing a role. I was the one having to score and win games, and so played on all-star teams, won more championships, led leagues in scoring. So it was a good run.
When you're in Europe and the fans are yelling, they're yelling in their language, so you have no idea what they're saying, do you?
No, actually, I speak fluent Italian now, so I learned it after my first year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I studied it extensively because once we won a championship, I knew I was going to stick around. So I spent a year just engulfed in the language. So now I sometimes dream in Italian, so it's still in my head.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen Mike play, seen any videos on YouTube. I've obviously witnessed it a number of times. Even we played in some crazy city leagues together, and this guy just makes shooting look so effortless. And so, knowing somebody like Mike, you hear about people talking about who's the best shooter of all time and who's the best this and that. I always say Mike. Because this guy can just drain it from anywhere effortlessly. It's insane. And I always wished you got the opportunity to be in the three-point contest.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think you would personally, I'm biased. I think you would destroy even these guys today. Klay Thompson would be close and Curry, but I still think you got him.
Yeah. No, I've never lost one. I won them all in Europe. I won 6 of them in Europe, so I never lost the three-point shootout. But these guys are really good shooters too, so I wouldn't have minded a shot back then when I was in shape.
Yeah. And currently, I think now doing what you do, a lot of these guys around the NBA probably know it too, right? Mike, if you didn't know, he is been a shooting coach for a number of NBA players. He was the assistant coach at Minnesota, and now currently is an assistant coach in New Orleans for the New Orleans Pelicans. And you get to work these guys out, and they see you shoot, and they see you play. And I think that a lot of people around the league know that you're one of the best shooters ever.
Yeah, I mean, Shaq talks about it a lot when he does his interviews. I'm usually a name he throws out there. But I still practice. I still shoot. So it's still a common thing for me to get out and shoot with the players. We don't compete much anymore. But, yeah, I usually ask if they can make 90 out of 100, then we'll have a contest. If not, they don't even get a chance.
Could you take Mirotic in a three-point shooting contest?
Yeah, we've actually talked about it. He's actually a really good shooter. He'd be a good challenge. He's one of the guys I actually respect because I've seen him shoot from range. So we talked about it the other day. I said, we'll shoot it. We're going to definitely shoot it at some point. He's one of the best shooters in the NBA.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
fantastic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you wear a suit every night, Mike?
Suit every night.
Is that irritating?
It's part of the job, and it's only for 2 hours. So
Make
it's
a
not
note,
that bad.
irritating, Aaron. Make a note. It's irritating.
He's dressing for success. Come on.
I know. You always look good, Garo. Garo always looks good at Apollo, man.
There you go.
A quick question before we go around the table and talk about your favorite sports. When you're sitting on the bench, you can hear the fans yelling and screaming. Is that disconcerting? How do you handle that?
Well,
they're not very pleasant.
So we're winning a lot of games. So we
Yes,
don't
you
have
are.
too many. We don't have too many too many fans. Most of them yell at the refs at home, and they yell at the other team, not us on the road. So
You're going to make the playoffs.
You don't hear the fans too much. Yeah, we'll make the playoffs. We're going to have to make a run.
You got to step it up a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a run. Losing Cousins, you lose that much talent, you're never going to replace that. But you can at least try to patch it up with some guys.
You guys are fun to watch. I'm surprised the Pelicans aren't really doing better because it seems like you guys play hard. You're animated when you're playing. I mean, you look good. I'm just surprised. Is it that competitive?
Yeah, it's that competitive. I mean, we have good players, but the Warriors are pretty good.
You just lost probably
Houston's pretty good.
the best center in the NBA or in the top 2 or 3.
Yeah, we describe it in terms of usage. So the player that's used the most in the NBA, there's Harden, LeBron, Curry, and then DeMarcus Cousins. So we used him at everything we did, and so now he's gone. So we had to try to change everything we're doing. So we're not bad.
Hey, Mike, what went down the other night with Rondo and IT in the first quarter?
I'll give you the inside scoop on that. So Rondo has never liked him, and it pissed him off even more when he tried to kind of orchestrate his own video send-off when he's not even on the team anymore. So he was like, what's this guy trying to do? Like, I don't want to have my video send-off unless my family's. I was like, it's not yours to decide. Like, it's a team offering it to you. So Rondo was ticked. So he was like, I'm just going to take this guy out early. And so he told us what he was going to do, and we knew he was going to do it. We didn't think he was going to get tossed. The referee that did it was. I don't think I'm allowed to say what I want to say, but he's not. Yeah, it was. They didn't want to play with the game, and they sometimes they screw with the game anyway. But most of the time they do. But in that situation, it wasn't necessary to throw him out. In fact, it would have been better basketball. It would have been a better game had they left him in, because now you got two guys that are a little bit irritated. The competitive juices would have came out, and it would have been better basketball. So I don't think the referees have a feel for that, though.
Yeah.
Most of them haven't played and been a part of that kind of a skirmish, and then both of them raise the level of play, and now you've got a great game.
The first tee may have been justified, but the second one, I was like, what?
Yeah, I have a great idea for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Since you're into sports, I'll tell you what. Get hold of the Lakers. We'll give them all free haircuts.
Bring the Lakers in.
Bring the Lakers in.
Does that include coaches? Because, us chubby coaches need
Come on. Bring them all in, and it'll just be a celebration for the day. We'll have radio stations out there. The press will be out there. Look at that.
It's a good idea.
It'll like kill it.
It's a great idea.
There you go.
Especially at Apollo's.
There you go.
Yeah, won't we go down there to the Staples Center and set up a little booth, Apollo's booth?
Yeah, I'll bring my barber chair and bring the guys down there and start cutting hair.
Sounds
right
good.
At Staples Center. That'll be cool.
That sounds good. Now, I also thought that Luke Walton kind of got tossed a little early, too. But
well,
he might say the magic words.
No, he walked all the way down to the other side of the floor. So once you leave the bench and actually go to the other team's bench, you're probably going to get tossed out. So he said a few choice words as well.
So he, Luke Walton, and a lot of his staff, and Brian Shaw well. Was it good to see them?
Yeah, we had a great time talking afterwards. Brian and I are very close.
Well, bring him down.
Yeah, Brian
bring
needs
him down to
he needs a
Apollo's.
haircut,
Come on.
Actually, Mark Madsen needs a haircut. He's on their staff, too.
There you go.
He needs a full-on makeover, Mad Dog.
He's always needed one. He's in a permanent state of a need of makeover.
Yeah.
But Mark's a great guy.
So Lonzo's shot, as a shooting coach, is it fixable? Is it a problem? It kind of seems to work for him. It worked in college. He was over 40%. And early on in the season, he was probably pressing. Is that a long-term issue, his shot?
Yeah, it is. The NBA is a different game. You're talking about three college seasons in one. You're talking about a distance adjustment and the speed adjustment. So you're playing with more fatigue. And any poor mechanics are gonna. It's just gonna be more difficult to make shots. And his mechanics are bad. And you can fix it. I mean, everybody's shot can be fixed. But you just got to be willing to do it. I mean, everybody can adjust skill development. It's not fixed. So he just has to be willing to do it, and that usually is painful and hard to do because you don't make a lot of shots while you're making the change.
Awesome.
So
All right, we're going to go to a break now, but when we come back, we're going to talk some Olympics. We haven't talked Olympics yet. We're going to talk some more NBA basketball. We're going to get Mike's take on this NBA All-Star game. We're going to talk about some more haircuts. If anybody has a question about to give to Mike, give us a call, 298-5487. Or if you want to know where Apollo's is, give us a call. We got a guy here who can help you. All right, we'll be back.
Whether dead or alive, this is do or die, when Christ is the king.
The city of Santa Clarita has so much going on this year. Be on the lookout for amazing events happening throughout the year, including the Cowboy Festival, concerts in the park, Thursdays at New Hall, and the Santa Clarita Marathon. There are also a number of fun activities and things to do year-round, including outdoor recreation, hiking and bike trails, adult classes, art exhibits, youth sports programs, and more. You can even sign up to be a volunteer. Learn more at santa-clarita.com.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendscb.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendscb.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Title Boxing Club is here in Santa Clarita. We're fast-paced, action-packed, and addictive. We've got music pumping and energy flowing. Come out to the Title Boxing Club and embrace your inner power and sweat it out at Santa Clarita's best workout spot for you and your entire family. Join us for your first shot-free class at the Title Boxing Club on Bouquet Canyon and Newhall Ranch Road.
Hi, my name is Garo. I'm the owner of Apollo's Barbershop. Apollo's Barbershop's been voted the best barbershop 4 years in a row. Please visit our website at apollosbarbershop.com for the hours, appointments, addresses, and phone numbers.
It isn't often when we see a company launch in Santa Clarita and become an international sensation. In 2010, Jen Gerard founded Whitening Lightning in her Valencia kitchen. Now it's a booming international sensation. Leading actresses and international models have switched to Whitening Lightning to avoid the mess, hassle, and sensitivity of other products. Whitening Lightning's simple Dial a Smile kit will dramatically turn your teeth whiter in just 20 minutes. Rediscover how white your teeth can look. Visit whiteninglightning.com. whiteninglightning.com.
Hometown, your hometown station.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
Welcome back to the Travis Talk Sports Show. I'm Travis, your host, along with Coach. We've got special guests in the house today, Mike Pimberthy, and our great sponsor, Apollos, and Garo is here. So, Garo, I want to give your special out one more time before our show ends here. Tell us, the listeners, again, what they get when they come to Apollos.
Any law enforcement, any firefighters, or any veteran that comes in and uses the code Apollos 2020 and gets a 20% discount. So call in, make an appointment. If you don't want to get a haircut, just come in and just sit around and chat. And you want to chat about barbering, you want to chat about real estate, it's my pleasure to give you free advice. Been doing it for 41 years. If you're thinking about buying or selling real estate, give me a call. Tap into it. Or go to apollosbarbershop.com.
Awesome. All right, everybody out there, remember, go to Apollos, say Apollos 2020, get a 20% discount. Thank you, Garo. Mike, the NBA All-Star Weekend is here. We got some skills challenges tonight. We got the what is it, freshman versus sophomore, first year versus second year, or is it the
Rising Stars?
Rising Stars.
World.
What's that? America against the world?
Yeah.
That's right. And that is for the first 2 years. And then this year, for the first time, I believe, we had two players pick their team. Steph Curry and LeBron James pick their team, and that should be pretty cool. What do you think about that format?
Yeah, it's a good format. I wish they had filmed it. Of course, you don't want to be the last guy picked in anything.
You heard about what happened, right? Westbrook saw his name last on the list and thought he was picked last, but they did it in alphabetical order.
Right.
When they put the names, and he was all bent because of that.
No, that would be a little bit awkward. There's a way to do it. I guess you could always have the other players pre-picked and then maybe show the guys that picked the top 5. But
you're right, though. I think it'd be awesome if the two captains went on center stage right there before the tip-off and picked their teams right then and there. That'd be awesome.
That would be cool. I would actually like that.
Cool. So I want to ask you also about some things that you're doing here local. I know you're involved with Starting 5. Tell us a little bit about that. A lot of community would like to know about that and even get their son or daughter involved in that.
Yeah, we have a number of things going on at Starting 5. It's we have it at the old Spectrum Gym now, the new Henry Mayo Fitness Center, and so we have the court there inside. Beautiful facility. We have all age groups really from 4 to 18. We have different times during the week where they come in and practice. We teach them skills. Everything they need to know about the game of basketball is being taught. Everything I'm learning as a current assistant coach in the NBA, I'm passing on. And then I'm there in the summertime as well, working with them. My kids go. It's a great place to learn. It's really a teaching facility and program the way we run it. And we have travel teams. They travel around and play. We also do what we call the shootout, which is a Friday practice, Saturday games for kids that are just learning and want to come in and learn. They don't have to know anything about basketball at all. You can just come in and want to play. And so we have that as well, where the kids get to play in the games. And then we take the player of the game and we interview them on Instagram. And so these little guys get to talk about basketball, and it's really hilarious. But it's a fun time for us to be able to really get invested in kids that maybe haven't heard about basketball or just interested in learning, maybe they don't know anything about it. So there's different levels. We have teams that are really good that play on national level, and we have kids that are just local that just want to come in and have fun.
So another thing is that your coaches, these are guys that they aren't volunteers, they're paid staff. So you're not getting no harm intended here, but a dad who knows very little bit about sports trying to teach kids. You're getting guys who have played basketball their whole life, have been taught, trained themselves, and they're giving them the good fundamentals of basketball to make them successful.
Right, and those guys actually come with me to train my NBA guys in the summer as well. So they're guys who have learned how to coach at the highest level and are learning how to train guys at the highest level. And then they're just going down to pass on that knowledge to the younger kids. And they're actually, to me, the reps that they get as a coach at the younger level polishes them in their communication skills. And I think it's really good. It's been a good situation for us.
That's great. And so it's located over on Town Center, where the Spectrum used to be, where Henry Mayo Health or Athletic is.
Right across from Apollo's.
Right across
Right
from
across the
Apollo's.
street. We get a lot of the kids coming in from there.
There you go. It's a combo here. You get done working out, you got to sweat, you got long hair.
You get a haircut, come on in.
You get a haircut. Freshen up before the next day of
It's a
practice.
win-win situation.
Or a
It
beer.
is.
Or a cold beer. Whatever.
Yeah. All right, so who's going to win this weekend, the East or the West? Or I guess it's not the East or the West.
It's
Team Curry, Team LeBron.
I like LeBron's team. He has KD. I think he's the hardest guy to guard in the NBA. So
Yeah, he dropped
gonna be tough.
53 the other night and lost. But you know what's funny is 4 of LeBron's players got hurt
They all
since
got
he
hurt.
picked him.
I know.
Because he had Cousins, right?
Not bad at adding Paul George, though.
That's right.
It's not a bad addition. But
That's
yeah,
right.
he did have Cousins and everybody else who got hurt, for that matter.
Awesome. Yeah, it should be a fun weekend. I always enjoyed watching the NBA All-Star Game, and especially tonight, the skills challenge. Maybe that's tomorrow night. Which is it? Do you know?
The skills is tonight, right?
I think it's tonight.
So you got 3
because
point.
tomorrow is the slam dunk, the 3-point. Is the skills tomorrow?
Tonight would be the Rising Stars game.
Yeah.
Tomorrow would be the skills.
Tonight is the
3-point
Rising
dunk.
Stars and the celebrity game.
That's right.
Mike, you should be in the celebrity game. What are we
Somebody
doing?
actually said that to me. I was flying home on the plane. I was getting all these hits on Twitter and saying, "Come on, man, you got to play in the celebrity game." And I just said, "I'm not a celebrity." So
You know what?
You're our celebrity. What are you talking about?
You should have a shooting contest against Chip England.
no, that would be
during
fun.
All-Star
That would be
Weekend.
fun.
Give
I
us
would- I would
30
do that.
seconds on LeBron. He's my favorite, one of my favorite athletes of all time. He's very special to me. Have you met him? Talked to him?
Yeah, I have met him. I talked to him
What's
this
your
year.
takeaway?
As a person?
Anything.
Nice
Give
guy.
us anything.
He's 6'8", 260. So he's the Shaq of our league right now. Like, he's just too big for his position. He runs fast. He jumps. He dunks. He scores. He passes. He makes everybody better.
And he can take over a game like Magic used to be able to. There aren't many players in the history of the NBA that could actually take a game over. Kobe could when he wanted to.
Yeah, I would say what I'd say to that is, like, everybody in the NBA can take over a game. He can take over a season, so he can – it's not just one game. Like, anybody can take over a game in the NBA. Our team, we've had guys score 40. Anthony Davis has scored almost 53 times. So, but can he do it consistently and when the team needs it? Like Magic, LeBron does the same thing.
Well, I hope you come back this summer after the Pelicans and the Cavaliers are in the NBA Finals. You
What do you
laugh.
think
It could happen.
That'd be nice.
It could happen,
What do you
man.
What do you think about that trade that went down with Cleveland and the Lakers, and Cleveland in mid-season getting rid of 6 players?
Yeah.
Doesn't happen too often, but I noticed 2 things. They're younger and they're more athletic, and so far they're looking good. I give them 10 games to really find out if they're gonna be legit or not.
Yeah, the honeymoon's always fun to be on, but when it's ready to roll and serious, it's going to be a little bit tougher. Team will still figure them out, but their bench is really good.
They're clearing cap space to bring Mike back, man. Huh?
I can make a shot. But that's
You
about
can.
it. I
You
can't
can.
move. I'll stand in the corner.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you
After I
guys
get my
for coming in. Thank you, Garo, for coming in. We thank all of our sponsors, Apollo's New American Funding, Title Boxing, and Earthwise Nutrition. We want to thank you, Mike, for taking your time, busy schedule. I know you're just on your break from the All-Star break and taking your time to come out. We really appreciate it. Guys, go to Starting 5. Take your kids to Starting 5 to learn about fundamentals of basketball. I want to give a shout-out to Freddie, Frankie, Ronnie, and Mike.
And Lewis.
And Lewis, yeah. All right, have a good weekend. We're out.